beginning with praise to Shakyamuni Buddha on page 3. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer from the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer from the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer from the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. When, O Supreme amongst humans, you were born on this earth, you paced our 7 strides, then said, I am supreme in this world. To you who were wise then, I prostrate. With pure bodies formed supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With the supreme signs, face like spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Dust free like you, the 3 worlds are not. Incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Saviour having great compassion, the Founder having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you, the one gone to thusness, I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime reality, to the Dharma that pacifies, I prostrate. Those who are liberated and who also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you, the sublime community intending virtue, I prostrate. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all 3 ever devout homage, to all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms atoms in all aspects, with supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions. Perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a visual aberration, a flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. Page 15. The Heart of the Perfection of Wisdom Sutra. I prostrate to the Arya Triple Gem. Thus did I hear at one time. The Bhagawan was dwelling on Massive Vulture's mountain in Rajagriha, together with a great community of monks and a great community of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Bhagawan was absorbed in the concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound perfection. Also at that time, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara looked upon the very practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, and beheld those 5 aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then through the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara: How should any son of the lineage train who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom? He said that, and the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara said this to the Venerable Sharadvatiputra: Shariputra, any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom should look upon it like this, correctly and repeatedly beholding those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Form is empty, emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form. Form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, likewise, all phenomena are emptiness, without characteristic, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, not deficient, not fulfilled. Shariputra, therefore, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visual form, no sound, no odor, no taste, no object of touch, and no phenomenon. There is no I element, and so on, up to and including no mind element, and no mental consciousness element. There is no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so on, up to and including no aging and death, and no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering, origination, cessation, and path. There is no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and dwell in the perfection of wisdom, the mind without obscuration and without fear. Having completely passed beyond error, they reach the end point of nirvana. All the Buddhas who dwell in the three times also manifestly completely awaken to unsurpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment in reliance on the perfection of wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra equal to the unequaled, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, should be known as the truth since it is not false. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is declared. Tayata gate gate paragate parasamgate bodhisoha. Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom like that. Then the Bhagavan arose from that concentration and commended the Bodhisattva Arya Avalokiteshvara, saying, well said, son of the lineage. It is like that, it is like that. One should practice the profound perfection of wisdom, just as you have indicated. Even the Tathagatas rejoice. The Bhagavan having thus spoken, the Venerable Sharadvati Putra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara, those surrounding in their entirety, along with the world of gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas, were overjoyed and highly praised that spoken by the Bhagavan. Page 25, offering a mandala to request the teachings. Sashi Purke Juksheng Me Torcham Rira Ling Shinide Yan Pati Sangye Shingdu Mite Olawagi Drakun Nam Dakshing La Chapa Cho Jetsun Lama Dampa Kenam Ki Chaku Kala jigne Jita Sampe Duche Sin Mala Zabye Chaki Chapa Batu So Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami. Page 27.
Sanje Chodan Sanje Chodan La Chancho Ba Dage Chechen Jeve Sonam Ji Dola Penche Sanje Chodan Sanje Chodan La Chancho Ba Dage Chechen Jeve Sonam Ji Dola Penche Sanje Dobara Sho Sanje Chodan Sanje Chodan La Chancho Ba Dodani Jasa Dage Chechen Jeve Sonam Ji Dola Penche Sanje Dobara Pange doze nye sawe dawa dan che pa wa nye dan pe che ne ten ze dan de la cha ze la do nye nye che sen de che pe la che che sen ze ka che ten de kwa cha na pe ma ten ze che sa la so de zo shen de lan do shi pan ten ze la ma ram pa che da ki che uru pe me de shen ne ka de chen pe wa ne che san de ku son do che ngo do ze de ze che che sem che ram pa che ma che pan de che che wa nye pa na kon de pe pa ra sho. Good morning, everyone. And someday, online people, and hello, everyone. Camera, little bit high. I can't. Usually, I'm looking here. I have habit looking like that. So, this week we are so good opportunity, right? The kuga yawares, right?
Yeah, it's a good opportunity.
Good opportunity because topic is very important. Impermanent and time. Morning, most we do maybe more meditation, and then maybe later I can keep a little bit explain. And then if you have question, and then on the road on the paper, and 2:30, and we do more discussion. And especially online people, do you have question? You leave there, and then we can talk 2:30. After 2:30, a little bit discussion. First, we will do some motivation. Motivation is the three tentative to the other Nimani com Amjonia dan Gomia Midawada to do go with the Kajamora, there was Ninja. And you materine answers Misava. Midawada, the Midawa Savara Hadina Sauri, Nahago Mara. And a Sava, Misava, Sambasava, Sambasangbochi. Materine Chito Chigi, teaching ne costi a watch, enjoy when ye some lay what tongue. Ne chanzo da. Deve Nezu Mangoji turn with it to the towns. That's Teridilla. Subudan Simim do dead to which restaurant. Nukuno, the Shembang Kuno, Samba Shembang Kuno. Panimatirine, Samba Samboji, Chetochigi, Santa Tunda Dodotir.
So now for this 2-day course, we're here to meditate and listen to the topic of impermanence in time. So But this you should feel, you should set your motivation that today onwards, like I'm a new person. And when we think about impermanence, actually in reality, every moment we're a new person, new body, new mind. But we're not really aware of this. But we need to start to think about this. And with that in mind, we need to develop like a new mind, a new motivation, this good-hearted motivation, and listen with that intention. Also you want to be present. If your body's here, you want your mind to be here as well. So you tend to have a tendency to think about a lot of things. So try and let those go. Bring your body and mind together and develop this motivation to benefit others. This good-hearted attitude.
다 담자라 바티네 시강에 먼저 매진은 강이 때대 책으로 강이 가르쳐나 간다 셈바상 거디 가디나 알로 당게미 선 담자체 담자로
So now make it like a determination. Thinking whatever difficulties we face, and in human life, of course, we do have to face difficulties. But whatever of these difficulties arise, feel that you won't abandon this good-hearted attitude, this pure motivation you've learned.
아예 다 가고 마든데 셈바 상고지 유리여 삼체 가고 검로
So now rejoice. Feel that you've generated this pure motivation, this good-hearted attitude, and really take joy in that.
now we will do breathing exercise. Breathing exercise, your back needs straight, and breathing in both nostrils. Long breathing in, you need awareness now, and breathing in now, and breathing out. You need recognize or awareness. Now, short breath in, short breath out. We need awareness or awareness. 더 장가졌어. 장가 숨 잡아네. 숨 차스는 네 가가 셈 시바디 하고 디간라데 샤스.
Now count 3 sets of 3 breathing, and when you've done that, just rest your mind, relax, and be aware of the natural, peaceful, clear state of your mind, not counting the breath anymore.
다행이죠. 장가 가셔 숨집. 양 참샤 양 다다와데 하고
Now do the same, but this time 3 sets of 5, and then just rest the mind in the present.
That means you assume Javian, Sentadawa, Shivadi, Hako, this.
So now do the same, but this time 3 sets of 7 breaths, and then just be aware of the present moment.
Okay. No, you need a little bit of relax. Okay. And usually, they keep explain fast and practice later. Today we do opposite. Practice fast, explain later. uh, uh, now, you want meditation or explain or both or uh, I think better Dillo garden meditation do chesha na yagra keja shigi kom jagi God mare God.
Oh, guided. Okay, not garden meditation. I'm glad we cleared that up.
My garden has lots of weeds, and the garden.
Guided meditation. So yeah, you know what that is. Talk you through it.
Garden.
Garden meditation.
Maybe garden there. Maybe we not talking, not listening to garden. Guided.
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 Yeah.
Guided. Looks garden. It's good for you. You understand what I'm talking. Yeah, that does it. That young girl, yeah, Ugju, Tanga job, breathing exercise and job. And come jagada. Kesan kini do, kesan kini susu yago rosi. Kesan ke nga tande nga 가르다거든. 찍봤다거든. 로가다거든. 어디 있다 검정.
So now we'll do this breathing exercise again 5 times, and then just one set, and then after that, start to take a look at how you relate to yourself and your situation. So think about the self you were yesterday, right, and the self you are now, and think about how you relate to those. Do you think of them as the same, or do you think of them as different? Rangi 뭐래로?
찍봤다거든. 가가다거든.
So it's how, not are they the same or different? How do you see them? How do you relate to them? How do you relate to them?
하이. 다디 저런저야지 낭배게다 단답이 로조 망고지니나. 데다 지고 말이스. 수수 타진. 상담나 디디고 말다. 근데 수수 이지 가치고 리얼리티죠. 수수 원에 간데 딩기도 수수 빌립 수다. 빌립 가르도 수수로 어디 따고 요다고 가셔야 데 nhập 들어오셔야 다 믿어버려야 돼. 그래서 되말 되잖아. 근데 수수 문에 수수심 띵네 가르다기도 봐. 이지 가르치기도. 이지도지 간대지 문진치기도 봐. 어디 신고래서.
So some people who've been studying Buddhism or philosophies for some time will sort of go, oh yeah, obviously it's not the same, right? And in the reality that may be the case, but what we're looking at here is how you hold on to it, right? How do you actually view it? And not on a kind of intellectual level. How do you really feel? Not really feel, but deeper down, what is your belief in the self from today and yesterday, right?
수수 experience, 이지로.
So your belief or your view or your experience, how do you relate to it really deeper in your mind, right? That's what you really got to come to understand. Not, okay, you can not intellectually think about it, but how do you actually relate to it? How do you actually see it or believe it?
디사고 소고 말해. 수수 간대지네 하코와. 와데 취취취취 도와데. 네 간대시도 따야래미시. 딜레 취지지면은 야데 취지지 요와 짱당으로 된대 말해. 데 취지 누가 어디 간대시도 해. 수수 센지야데 간대시도 따야 다가나래.
So you got to try and look at your actual experience, your belief, your mind. How does it work? It's not to sort of say, I guess you used the clock. So it's actually analyzing, well, how does this clock, how does it work? Not like take the clock off the table and make an imaginary clock and look at that, right? Actually look at the reality of how it functions. How does your mind, or how do you believe in this self?
다디 곰마잡나네 수수 심나라 따다요. 곰마잡데디 당기 브레이크파스트 아니다. 단다 많이 삼다나 찍버다 싫어.
So, you might think that, it's different. But when you actually relate to it, we think, oh, I'm the same person I was at breakfast, right? Like that's how you actually feel.
오더디 딜라 나 따과쯤 땅하 땅지 현재레스 현재
So
나 따과쯤 봐 다디.
Yeah, this is kind of this innate holding on to this idea that we're permanent.
먼저 다리 미다과 털 곰제 딜을 주어 땅tum나 아니 펜다요 매진나네 펜다요.
So if we can kind of through this meditation on impermanence loosen our belief in that or change that a little bit, then that's beneficial.
그래서나 펜도 가려라나 나라도 망보지기 대변내주나라 대변내주 망보 칭찬조 망보지 아앙에마 준주간라 가시가 들어왔다 저런저 부모이나 바바다 강에 된대요 아마다 강에 된대요 너와가 바바다 참범에 바양알라 독자 채송 아메양알라 독자 채송 된대 진대냐 망보도 that doesn't matter so.
So what's one of the main benefits is that we tend to hold on to things, like we say, oh, my mother treated me bad, or my father treated me bad, or my parents did this, my brothers did this, my friends, previous relationships of all types that we've had with people. We hold on to a lot of the things people in our perception did to us, right? And we really hold on to that. And we carry that around with us. But if you realize that you're not the same person as them, you'd let all that go, right? You'd forget about all of that.
제가 다 다리 어디게디 baggage 뒤에 매워서 그래.
Put some of your baggage down, lock it away in the baggage.
쏘가.
Yeah, so this is like a type of patience.
그래서 믿어고 써야 돼. 나랑 당일에 치기 뭐고 유바도바도 가서 하고 오라. 뒤에 가라. 수수 따고지니 강에 상만들 태고라. 날 따고지. 대변내주 망고. 계산 찍으면서 롱어마 찍으면서 나 찍으면서 상단 진대 당기기 때 뭐에 주디 가르서는 아디 단다 유버르고 여러.
So this is in reality we are constantly changing, but this holding on to this permanent idea of self means we hold on to the past. Oh, this happened yesterday, or this person did this. these kind of things go on, and we kind of grasp onto all of that. But if you realize the reality is that, we're not the same person, there's no basis for holding on to these things.
제가 뒤제 탐제 미다고 하서로 봐. 뒤제 탐제 미다고 그래. 뒤제 탐제 미다고 하서. 다들 좀 낭바산제베 창막에 그다 창막 켈렌치 그래. 다들 뭐에 내주라. 뭐에 내주. 낭베 켈렌치 미다고 쳐게 계자 말아. 그 리얼리티 코라 게지 조어도 된 거지. 뒤제 탐제 봐. 그다음 나대 미다고 있어서 그 게지 조어도 여러.
So all, as all Buddhist tenet systems believe, all compounded phenomena are impermanent. So, this is reality of the situation for all the Buddhist views, that everything in reality is constantly changing, including this idea of self that we have. That's constantly changing, right? No, the self is constantly changing. The relative self is constantly changing.
곰자야디 당기 꿀론자 미팅스 제송아 아니 당보 나 스스 나 따주이 카레 당보 곰 냠랭 당보 데 테레스로 와 제일라는 안저 나 디시 제기 따디 나 직보 따다한테 매우 컨트레스 속으로서 다디 디 안저 강연 상만 디 속으로 당아 직보래 아니 다디 지고 말해 다 데베 산이기 가요로 산이지 나데 직보다 그러다 ले तो देव कैसा था थारो मतलब जिगबता तो सानी नानी मांग ने काशे गादी दा शिया कोना मेव खेलन छ गर्दा गा शिया यो मारे गा तो पे छिग मारे ताकबत जिगोरा सानी गादा नानी गा जिगबता गोरा 이 제도에네 원딩 축처 지금 원딩 데 망고 싶지 차제 아니 딜라야 아니 강에 망고 요야 두스 용고여라
So, this, we've got to really look at this, understand this situation. So we want to do that first, and then later we'll look at explaining how things, the reality of impermanence and these types of things. But first we need to understand how we view our situation, and we hold this I to be the same. Of course, we've looked at how we all hold the I in the past to be the same, but also the future I, the I tomorrow, we hold will be the same. We believe it will be the same as it is today, as it was yesterday, and so forth. We hold strongly to this belief that I'm not going to die, right? And, I'm going to be the same person tomorrow and next week and next month that I am now. And because of that, that leads to a lot of grasping and wanting and seeking these types of different types of things.
Some people put a big container. They know the color the container the color junction color mango new shaje jesan the shia tengyo mara
so store up a lot of food and stock up for months thinking, oh well, I'm not going to die, so
and we kill see, for example, we have this past coronavirus, people have shopping panic, this is people no think I'm died, people I live, therefore I need more food. People thinking impermanent, no panic. We never know tomorrow live or not. 제가 네 미다고 고민하되 빼 망골을 팬더여래. 오늘 제가 빼 가서 그래. 먼저 뒤지는 게 직 셈근한 게 메제난 게 디지도야게 탐라이 약쇼 증원에서는 미다고 고민하더래.
So if you meditate on impermanence, it loosens up all this grasping, and we can understand things. So if you benefit in bringing happiness into your life, impermanence is the best thing you can meditate on.
And also your parent relationship does matter. People come, people gone, people come. Some people hoarding. Then you have problem, right? If you're hoarding, you're problem. Not hoarding, then it become relaxed. We are so much hoarding, fast experience hoarding, future not yet hoarding, bring back, and too much hoarding, Therefore, and you can't dealing with too much. Therefore, best antidote is impermanent meditation. The one nuba chamber, nuba chamber show.
And so this is really powerful. It's really powerful.
Sometimes 어디로 디인자 나 점된데 최 당보 데 덴바시나는 미다고 당보송여라 유제 탐제 미다고 사데 산다 동해 덴바 송여데다 먼저 사제님은 이 풍보데 당보데 미다고래서 미다고라다스 당보 미다고 어때요라 먼저 전하고 풍보데 미다고라다스 당보 디송을 점된데 당보 최 당보
So, this verse in the Four Seals, it says all compounded phenomena are impermanent. So this is the Buddha's advice that all compounded phenomena are impermanent. But the focus on this should be, like, the point was the aggregates are impermanent. That was the deep meaning. These aggregates, they're all impermanent.
어디로 왔다? 디인도 제가 먼저 미닥 발라야 돼. 네. 교도에란시 깨지깨지 교도에란시질라. 네, 미닥 발라고 여러 와서.
So when we look at what's the meaning of this impermanence, is that things are changing, but more specifically, you'd say that they're momentarily changing, moment by moment, things are changing. That's what's meant by impermanence.
근데 도줄라다 삼로 당보 먼저 삼로 당와 삼로 당되는 당보 벨라 삼로 당 전라 삼로 당 아니도 당하라도 도저 잘라 그래나 수수 뒤는 튕겨 잘라 그래나 삼로 당는 되고 삼마미다고 조도 요래도 삼마미다고 또 삼마미다고 또 삼마미다고 해서 하는 알아야 미다고 락버데 미다고 그래 아니 와 수수 저 내 나자딘데 유네고 조도 아가 나자데도 선택하고 조도 때스 고기다 칼레 조도 그래로 남산 타고 하면 르르 내 나자딘데 유나 아가 나자데도 칼레 그 나자코랑 오 조도 여러 그래서 칼라야 고사 민주야 고체 삼바 주체나 아니 칼레 타요 그래
So if we start to think about this and we start to realize more, understand this impermanence, then we sort of start to seek under the something, not something central.
sim 나자 여러 나자 여러 나자 요나 알라 알라 나자도 스테나 아니 나자 쳐도 오라 나자 고 주어도 그래 고 텔라 수수 삼발 흘러 때도야 돼 다시
So if we start to understand this impermanence, then any difficulties that we face, we realize that they're impermanent. So for example, if you're sick or something like that, if you hold on to that very strongly, oh, I'm so sick, then it makes the problem a lot worse. But if you realize that it's impermanent and things are changing, whatever difficulties you face, if you realize they're impermanent, it allows you to let go, that you don't grasp onto them, you don't build them up.
Yeah, okay, we stop here. Some tea, cup of tea. Okay, enjoy your tea. And the online viewer, you have a good coffee. See you soon.